Hey there, Leo Sun, Leo Moon, and Leo Rising. Welcome to Moon Directed. I'm Maggie. At this channel, we work with the energy of the moon to see how we can best utilize it to move our life forward in the most positive way possible. And Leo, you've been on a journey. You have been on a journey, right? You had that full moon that happened in Leo, coming off of that North Node in Leo for the past 18 months, and then it culminated with that full moon eclipse that we had back in January, and then this new moon that we had last Tuesday was in your second house of self-worth, self-value, self-esteem. And so, wow, I mean, transformation all over the place. So I always like to start with a little conversation started for spirit. So let's see what we're going to talk about today. But the moon is starting out in your fourth house of home and family and mother, and yeah, 5 cards. Spirit's got a lot to say, so let's go ahead and get rolling with this and let's see what we get, right? So, wow, lots going on here. All right, so this lovely 8 of Swords energy that I never like to see, where I'm just like so overwhelmed. Please just let me out of here. There's so much going on. Can I just get out? Look, the dog is howling. The baby's crying. She just looks stir crazy. That's not cool. And it has to do with your home. Definitely has to do with your home, because here we have that 4 of Wands energy, and we're starting out with Scorpio on Sunday in your 4th house of home, and it's there through most of the day on Monday. It doesn't change signs until Monday evening, Eastern Standard Time. Then we have this whole, okay, so you had the 7 of Swords to go with the 8 of Swords. This is the I'm packing my stuff and I'm getting out of here, or how can I find the best way through this? Or it's a liar, cheater, thief. I mean, these energies are surrounding the home and the family. And then we have the Knight of Cups. And she's looking at him like, I don't want what you're selling. I mean, some Knight of Cups don't look this bad, but this one really looks like he's singing to her. And she's like, I don't know if I trust you. And maybe you shouldn't, because we've got this card here. But here it is. That's the cycle that's ending, because you have the World card, and the Major Arcana trumps all the other cards. It's more important. And so you are at this end of the cycle where you've been feeling trapped, where you feel like you've been stuck with somebody who says that, you know, like, I'm offering you my love, but really all he's doing is stealing your heart. And it had to do with a stable kind of a relationship. Were you married? I don't know, but it feels long-term. It feels long-term. And so the moon in Scorpio on Sunday is asking you to look for the beauty in the situation. There was something good that came out of this. You learned something about yourself. You learned what's important to you. You learned how to stand up for yourself. You learned what was valuable to you. There was something. Look for what was the beauty in the situation, because life is full of lessons and blessings. And I feel like you were on a cycle. There was a very big lesson. And when you figure out what the lesson is, that's where the blessing is. And so it's really important that you spend a little time, you know, figuring that out. I always recommend, but people rarely listen to me, that you really figure that stuff out before you jump into the next relationship. But mostly people just hop into the next relationship without doing the self-reflecting part, so that they can figure out how to be a better version of themselves, so that they're at a higher vibrational level, because it is the vibrational level of our souls that attract people to us. And so when your vibrational level is low because you have a negative opinion of yourself for whatever reason, it could relate back to your childhood, it could relate to do with something that happened to you when you don't feel worthy. I'm laughing because of the card that came out. It's like Spirit is like, sometimes stuff comes out of my mouth. I'm like, why am I talking about it? But then we get this. It's about worthiness. It is about worthiness. You deserve good things. You really do. You just need to believe it. It says, know that you deserve to receive good in all ways. And so that's the beauty. The beauty is that you have learned that you deserve better. And until you start treating yourself that way, until you start believing that, you can't raise your vibrational energy. And I'm going to recommend highly that you forgive yourself. And I don't know if we're going to get a card that says that today, but when you forgive yourself for being human, for making mistakes, and not beat yourself up and go, oh, well, no, that was important because I learned this lesson. I learned that that doesn't work for me, and I am definitely worth better than that. When you raise your vibrational level, then you're going to attract in, because like attracts like, somebody that's at a higher vibrational level also. And so if you really want to improve your next relationship, you need to improve your relationship with yourself first. That is really how it works. And so the moon is then going to move into, on Monday afternoon, the 5th house of fun and romance and creativity. And there is a resilience for you that comes in that. And there's a really good energy. And I want you to look. She looks like she's walking away from a situation carrying a bag of garbage. But no, there's growth, there's opportunity, there's sprouts, there's new things. And so there's the resilience of this plant that everybody thought was wasted. No, there's really good stuff, and I bet you it grows bigger and stronger. And you need to look for the wisdom. Seek out the wisdom, look for the lessons and what happened to you. And then when you learn how to be grateful for having learned the lessons so that you can move forward and you can attract better into your life, when you say, I am grateful for the lesson, I really have it now. I am definitely worth better than that. When you can do that, that's when you get it. And so when you treat yourself well, the universe goes, yeah, we've got people out there. They're gonna treat you well too. Like, that's when you, what do you expect? That's what you're gonna get. You get what you expect as far as a relationship goes. So Spirit is asking you to take a little time out. Don't go jumping into another one. Sit back, relax, fall in love with yourself, fall in love with life, fall in love with joy, reconnect with your friends. Who haven't you spent time with that you miss, that are the people that care about you? You know, get back to being you before you go looking for another relationship, and know that you are protected. You are protected as you go through this. This is the 7th house. On Thursday, when the moon moves into Capricorn, it is in your 6th house of health and day-to-day activities and your work and routine. And so as you're making your way through these things, you are being protected. And if you're feeling a sense of resistance, maybe you need to get back into the gym, right? And get a workout routine. And you're like, this is so hard to get started. Oh, I don't want anyone to see me. I don't want to. Just go do it, right? Just start. You just have to start. You'll feel better. Trust me. I understand. I really do. I get that one. All right. So that's that house. But let's see what we get from Spirit. You have 2 cards. One of them says, Magic Money Miracles. Allow the universe to bring the miracles of money and cash to help you along your path. So if this is about you needing to find money, maybe the situation has left you a little worried about how you're going to pay your bills and stuff, which is part of the 6th house activities too. There's magic money, and it says, as you make small efforts in your money garden, the nectar of your efforts will be rewarded with sweetness of happiness, the busy bee. So, you know, if money is the issue, then, you know, put yourself out there, right? If it's a health routine, it's the same thing. Put yourself out there. It's you taking the small steps, and then when you start doing that, universe goes, oh, look, here's an opportunity we can present. And then you start following a little trail of opportunity. Next thing you know, things are looking pretty good. So, all right. But remember, you're worthy of it. You're worthy of the financial abundance. You're worthy of the good relationships. You're worthy of finding joy and happiness and love in life. Everybody is. And don't let anybody tell you that you're not. Don't let them steal your sense of self-worth, right? Don't let them do that. Okay. And then on Friday, Venus gets into a little conversation with Uranus. They're in a square, which is, it's a tense discussion about love and money. So just heads up on that. That's in that 6th house of work and day-to-day, and it bridges that distance between that and the 7th house of partnerships on Saturday in Aquarius, and you're being asked to surrender. Surrender the resistance. What are you resisting? Surrender into the divine intuition. Surrender into, follow your gut. Follow your gut. What are you being told? Surrender to it and allow the universe to take over and release you from the situation, from the stress, from the anxiety, right? So when you surrender and you stop fighting so hard the universe, then the universe is able to easily help you and bring, but you need to ask for help. You have free will. Wow, look at this. You have free will, and unless you ask for help, the universe cannot bring it to you. And it says your desired outcome will occur in a very near future. Have patience and faith, and don't try to force it to happen. Ooh, that's nice. You are protected from all types of harm. The worst is over now, and behind you, I ask you to relax and feel safe. So here we have protected, right? Here we have relax. Okay, you are protected and you are safe. And you have yoga. Now the routine, the exercise they want you to do. Yoga and exercise are essential to your well-being, peace of mind, and spiritual growth right now. So even if you don't want to get to the gym, maybe you just want to do a little gentle stretching at home. You know, lay on the bed and tip your head over the side of the bed and let the blood rush to your head. That's always a good place to start. Do some gentle stretching. You know, sit in meditation. Allow yourself to relax. Allow yourself to relax. Go for a walk, like gentle workouts. You don't have to jump up and go run a marathon, right? It starts with a simple step. So start taking some steps forward to improve your health, your emotional and mental well-being. You are at the end of a major, really tough cycle. It's been not easy. I've been watching, Leo. It doesn't look good from here. And so, you know, you deserve the good things. Everybody does, and that includes you, right? And so raise your vibrational level by treating yourself right in all things. In self-care, in financial matters, you know, don't overspend. And in your health routine, you know, doing the things that you need to do. Even if it's something as simple as you start adding a vegetable to a meal once a day that maybe you haven't been doing, or, you know, adding in a yogurt or something, that start taking some kind of a small health step that you'll feel better about, and drink water, right? And it says orange. Nurture yourself. So this is about self-care, self-love, nurturing yourself, getting in the routine of having a better health routine, getting in the routine of having a better, I really feel like self-care and health routine so that you feel better about yourself, because when, like I said, when you raise your vibration, you will attract someone on a higher vibrational level. And after what I've been watching from a distance, you deserve that. You really do. So go ahead and treat yourself to a better relationship with yourself so that you can treat yourself to a better relationship with the next person that comes along, right? The right relationship or a better relationship. All right, I will see you back here next week. Start working on these routines now. We do have Mercury retrograde coming up. Last year, you guys were hit with all those retrogrades that were going on in the fire signs, but they're in water. So it'll be a lot gentler. It won't be as stressful this year. You won't notice them as much. And so you could use a break on that too. So yay. All right, I will see you back here next week. You take care, Leo.